Have you ever wondered where playing cards get all their symbols? Okay. Well, a lot of this goes back to the French. Okay. The French pretty much standardized the playing cards. Now, you have to keep in mind that the French borrowed a lot of their stuff from the Italians. Okay. Now, when you're talking about the diamonds, diamonds would be a representation of merchants or wealthy people. Okay? This would be in line of trade. Hearts were supposed to be a representation of clergy. Okay? I think the general idea was that the clergy had such a great heart for everybody. Anyway, now, what about the spade? Okay, now I know that a lot of people are thinking of the farming tool, the spade, which it kind of looks kind of like that. But the spade actually can also mean spear tips. These would be the kind of spear tips that would be used on a spear weapon. Okay. Now, before they used the spear tips, they actually used the sword. Okay, so it started as a sword, then it became a spear tip, and then you have the spade. Alright. Now what about the club? Well, the club didn't start out as a club at all. It started out as a baton. Now the batons would be carried around by kings or people in high affluent places. Okay, and some people would call them batons, some people would call them rods. Well, eventually, they decided to have a symbol for the common person in the deck of playing cards. So they changed the baton or the rod to the three-leaf clover. And clover is something you farm. And so therefore, that's where you get your modern-day symbols for cards. Now, as for the king, queen, and jack, that's a bit more of an explanation. The way that their attire is based on King Henry VIII. Okay, the way that people wore clothing at the time of King Henry VIII, that's where they get their attire from. But now you're getting a basic idea of where you get these symbols. Now you say, well, why would we want to know any of this? Well, if you're going to play poker, that would be one reason why to know. Another reason why to know is if you're playing games like Threads of Mystery, they want you to locate the spade and the club and the heart and the diamond. There you go. Alright, I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.